Good morning, guys, and welcome to another beautiful Friday. Again, another technical difficulty this morning because why wouldn't there be? Let me get this new stream shared with everyone, and we can begin. It seems like the more I try and prepare for these things, the the worse they end up working out, the more glitches I encounter. So I have my cup of coffee here in my nice green cup. Still piping hot. And apparently I can't type at all this morning. There we go. Come on, work. Yeah, you can do it. Oh, great. That screenshot looks like I'm high as fuck. Post. Let's share. Bloop. And share to a page. There we go. Yeah, share. Good. All right, 3 people in here. So how is everyone doing this morning? You'll notice that I am not where I am supposed to be. Good morning, Eileen. Good morning, Laura. You'll notice I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I am in my old bedroom, actually, when I used to live here. Yeah, it is just way too cold out this morning, and couldn't do it. Couldn't sit outside. I'm sorry. I know it looks better, and I actually prefer sitting outside, but it's just way too cold to try and stay out there this morning. It snowed like a dog last night. I don't get it. Like, middle of April. Come on. But, man, whatever. So, Eileen, I already talked to you a little bit this morning. I know you're on your second cup of coffee now. Are you waking up a wee bit better? Oh boy, I did not sleep for anything last night. Kept having weird ass dreams, and yeah, Connor kept waking up. He didn't sleep through the night. Whew. Which, I mean, whatever. He's a kid. So went over to the apartment again last night, or yesterday afternoon. Me and the wife. Ended up speaking to the landlord. So not great. They just pushed the water off the roof. So I don't even know what to think about that. They're having the insurance adjuster over there today at some point, so they'll have some sort of idea today. Absolute malarkey this is. So I don't know. Not exactly happy, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it at this moment, and I'm happy that me, my wife, my child are somewhere safe, somewhere dry, somewhere warm, with family. We have food, so that's all that really matters. But man, I just want to sleep in my own bed. Like, this is the worst time for this to happen. So, all right, there's a few people in here. Let's move over to the chat screen and let's get this stream a rolling. Chicken. Good morning, chicken. Eileen, what are you talking? You definitely need that third cup. What the hell? Yeah, I don't know. They're dragging their feet. We actually ended up talking to the restaurant owner beneath us, and when they started what you call it. Hey, Rich. When they started squeegeeing off the roof instead of using some pump and pumping it over the parapet, they squeegeed it down the drains, which are clogged, which ended up flooding the apartment next to us, and then also the restaurant below us. So we learned that little tidbit of information yesterday afternoon. Lovely. You don't see the chat replies when you say something until you go into the chat screen. Chicken refers to not being outside today. You're right, I don't. I also don't want to freeze my balls off. It should be a warmer weekend, so tomorrow I'll probably end up doing a live stream down here or on some other table. Just so I can do the leather work for you guys. I plan on giving away making and giving away a dice tray. A nice little prototype, see how that works out. And I think that'll be fun, but I'll have some sort of surface on there, and then next week's looking pretty good. So hopefully I'll be able to do all the live streams outside. But yeah, so that's that. So I'm down here in my old room at a computer desk, and it's kind of strange sitting in here and doing some stuff on a computer. After not being in here for I don't know how many years, long time. Strange. So, how are you all doing this morning? Cryotherapy. Yeah, no. I don't think it would be. And how's my buddy Bowser doing this morning? Is he being a good boy today? I saw you posted a picture of him earlier, all snuggled up in bed with you. That was cute. That's a pretty hard no for this morning. And he's being a pain in the butt. Well, I mean, dogs will do that from time to time. It was so much fun. Last night we played Ticket to Ride with my nephew Jacoby. His mom's a CNA, and just to protect him and everyone else, he's been staying over here for the last week or so. And I know you guys will get your chance some point here soon in the future to play with us again. But he was just so funny last night. We played for like 2 hours before he started falling asleep in his chair, and it was just absolutely hilarious. Soon, guys. We'll get there soon. So while cleaning off this little spot here to set up a live stream, I actually found this. I don't know if you can see it. You should play Garage with him. Tag me in that, and I'll take a look at it. It's actually a little ashtray I made for my mother. Signed it even. I don't know if you can see that. Nah, it's not gonna show. But 2009. Kind of cool. Garbage. Yeah, definitely. I'll take a look at that. But I mean, look at how tight those rolls are. Beautiful, right? Even did a little brass detail inlay thing. So that was cool. That was fun. Oh, someone pinged me on Facebook or something. Let's see. Are they asking for the... Oh, he sent a message. So, all right, yeah, I'll definitely take a look at that when the stream is over. That looks really interesting. Well, they also have a really nice table, really shiny. All right, back to reality. So I'm getting ready to buy a bunch of tools for leather working, so I can do some stuff that's more intensive and more, a little bit higher quality. So I'm buying like a granite block, a pound board, some chisels, a mallet to keep my stuff actually nice instead of using a metal hammer. So hopefully, in short order here, I'll be turning out some really cool things. I grabbed some extra leather from the apartment yesterday, so I could start working on, doing some layouts for the what you call it, the pipe pouch thing, because that's going to require a couple layers of leather, and it's going to be a rather intensive project. But I think it's going to turn out really, really well. I have everything measured out in AutoCAD. So hopefully it'll work out nicely. And once those, especially those chisels and those work surfaces arrive in a TED state, I'll be able to put stuff in there and lay it out nice, and hopefully come up with a really nice product. But isn't that always the goal, to come up with something nice? So Eileen, have you gotten a chance to try out that mask I designed for you yesterday and sent it over? And Donnie, Mr. Cruel, I'm sorry I didn't get to you guys yesterday. I was just busy as all hell when this ended. Project for today. You've missed so much already. I'm sorry. I'm very curious as to how that will work out for you, that mask. I think it'll be a little bit more, a little bit nicer and conform to your face a little bit better, so you don't have to deal with any claustrophobia or anything. Big 12-minute phone call the second I checked in. Well, that happens. I mean, you are working, so you can't be expected to pay attention to live stream every second of it. That does happen. But again, Donnie and Mr. Cruel, I'm sorry I didn't get in contact with you yesterday. Connor was being Connor right as soon as the live stream ended, and then we went to the apartment, and that was a whole fiasco. So I will hit you guys up later today. Ooh, also, speaking of today and leatherwork and stuff, I'm super proud of this one, guys. So I really want you to check it out. 5:30. It's a trifle. 5:30. My Plague Doctor mask is coming out, and that's coming out live. So I'm so super excited for the video. I think it turned out so well. It was so much fun making it. So I really want you guys to watch that. I still need to go out and find some way to do a thumbnail photo for it. I was hoping to do it last night, but it was just snowing so bad, and then by the time the snow abated, it was like tired, and so yeah, that never ended up happening. But I wanted to take a picture by the fire late at night. I thought that would have been cool, but oh well. There will be, I'm sure I'll come up with other opportunities. I also missed the Peter McKinnon challenge for last week, which I was very upset about, but this whole apartment thing kind of threw me for a loop. Okay. There are links in the video description. And I think you can actually make it out of, you can definitely make that out of fabric if you want. but you're going to have some wire superstructure on the inside to have it keep shape. The 2 ounce leather that I'm using now is just barely enough. But I think if you get some black fabric and put a little wire on the inside, it'll definitely keep shape enough, and you can make that out of fabric. I don't know if that'll fit on your cutting board though. Well, most of the pieces will, just not the main portions for the beaks. Anyways, there is a link for the pattern in the video description. So you can definitely do that and make that, and I think that'd be really cool. It's actually not an original pattern of my own, because it's such a complex shape. Come on, I got like one little flyaway hair here. It's bugging me. I have one little since it is such a complex shape, and I've never worked with anything like that before, I decided to find a really cool pattern, very, very well thought out pattern, and I cannot pronounce their name. It's like Vaseline and something. But yeah, I got a really cool pattern for it, and it worked out very well. So you can get a mat that is 12 by 24. That would work. Ooh. Then you and I can definitely do a couple collaborations if you start like a crafting thing together. My thoughts are coming faster than my mouth is working. We can actually do a couple of different cool collaborations, especially if you get like a little YouTube channel or something to show your crafts. Like I can design things and you can cut them out, and we could do a cool little thing or something. I don't know. But if you can do 12 by 24, I can print on well, any size paper really. But a lot of my designs are larger than a lot of the parts I do are larger than 8.5 by 11. So they end up being having to fit on an 11 by 17 sheet. So what kind of coffee is everyone drinking this morning? I have no idea what's in my cup. It's whatever my parents drink. It's like Folgers or something. Not bad. It's just, I don't know. Not the same stuff I'm used to drinking. So it's a very good change of pace. Folgers and Italian cream. Nice. I almost never have any creamer in mine. Normally when I do have creamer, it's Irish cream. Today it's just black. Alright, so what was one thing I want to talk to you about today? I cannot remember. Every day I do something like this, and I swear I should write it down, and I never do. And next day comes, and I forget what I was supposed to talk about. I really should get like themes or do some sort of opening monologue or something that we could all talk about. What do you guys think? Ooh, 6 concurrent viewers. Well, hello to all of you, even though I don't see you commenting. Welcome. Welcome to the Knightsmith live stream, Coffee with Knight. Rich says he is just not in the room to reply himself. That's alright. Hey, it's even fun if it's just the three of you guys talking back and forth with me. It's this is a great way to start the morning. It brings some normalcy to the day, some routine, um, and hopefully it helps a little bit with that cagey feeling, getting to talk and interact with each other. It definitely helps me out. Yeah, but I'm gonna be ordering those tools here in just a minute. All the websites were kind of weird yesterday. Uh, I actually signed up for an account at Weaver Leathercraft. Um, Unfortunately, they only have the 3mm punches in stock. Um, but that'll be fine for some of the smaller things that I'm doing. Though I wish I could have gotten the yeah, I would have liked to have gotten the 5mm, I think. Um, 5mm diamond punch, so I get some of that the diamond pattern in the stitching, while still not being as large as the 1/8 inch or 6mm. Well, the 1/8 inch is like a straight punch, where these are diamonds. I think the diamonds look a little bit better. It'll give a little bit of a roping effect to the to the stitch line. But 3mm is going to be about 9 stitches per inch. So that's not going to be something I'm going to use for a large project. But like wallets and purses and stuff. But yeah, they were just so glitchy yesterday. Just not fun. I don't know why things are, all these websites and stuff are so glitchy. You figure they could go a week or so without too much human interaction. There can't be that many people overloading the systems on a leatherworking website. I also found this really cool tape on Buckle Guy. It's called Ted's tape. It's like a double-sided tape meant for leather work. So instead of having to do like barge cement and wait for it to dry when I'm doing like stitch lines, I could use this tape and it'll hold everything down nicely. Which will be a huge boon because barge cement is smelly and it takes about 5 minutes, so it should be quicker. Overburdened servers because people are desperate for entertainment. Well, that's why I'm here. Ooh, I need ideas. My aunt adopted a high school senior through the school program. With the program, you can make cards or a gift basket or something for them to bring joy in this time. I think we could do something. Maybe I'll call you right after. Well, I want to go eat first, but I'll call you and we could definitely riff off some ideas and figure something out. With the program, you make cards or a gift basket or something for them to help bring them joy in this time. Yeah, we can definitely do something cool with that. Lara Blackwell, even when they have zero experience, they go for the cool crafts. Yes, they do. I would actually like to see more people go out for the real cool craft of blacksmithing. While I'm stuck here at my parents' house, I might as well try and rebuild my forge, even if I can't do anything about it. Handcrafted leather gift card. That is something that we can do. I really wish I had a glow forge because then I could actually, laser etch into the leather. And I would love to have leather cards to hand out, with my leather work. But yeah, that is something we could do. That is definitely something that can be done. I'm actually thinking for you, Eileen, some sort of a geometric like gift basket or something that you could carve out on your Cricut machine and kind of like pop open. So it could be like a printed card. It gets all cut up, and then when you open it a certain way, it goes from just like a card into like a little basket. And that way you could, send them in the mail, and then when they get them, they're like, "Oh my god, this is so cute!" And then you can open up the card and read what's inside, and then pop it, and it turns into this little basket or something. I think that would be interesting. Had to be very selective with how we do that, though. It wants me to screen print a shirt for her and ask for more ideas. They get some interests they have if they're going to college, things like that. I love 3D cards. All right. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to speak after this. And maybe we can get Michaela in on this, and we could do a little brainstorming session. Because that would be really cool, I think. And I definitely have to get you a final number on those shirts, because I definitely want some free, or not free, but some handmade screen printed shirts from Poorest Rich Designs. Yeah, conference call. Woohoo! I'm sure Rich won't get in there and bug us at all. Blah, 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 blah. Stuff. I'm also thinking about buying some leather here. Oh, I'm sure he will. We love you too, Rich. I'm thinking about buying some leather too, but I'm not sure what I want to buy. I think I want to buy something that's thinner. So it matches up with what I'm working right now, but I don't want I want veg tan leather. But I'm thinking about something like a 3 ounce, 2 to 3 ounce. Maybe get a 2 to 3 ounce and also like a 8 to 9 ounce or something like that, and make sure they're veg tan. I'd like to get the 2 to 3 ounce, maybe like a black or a dark brown. I'd actually like to get it made out of some pull-up leather, but I don't know if that'll work or if that'll happen or not. And pull-up leather is it's like oil tanned kind of, so it has waxes and oils embedded into the skin. So it might be one color when you have it this way, but as you stretch it and pull it, it displaces those oils and those waxes, and so it changes color a little bit. So you get these wonderful color combinations as the leather's worked, and you get these different patinas and stuff, and it's really pretty stuff. But I don't know if I can get that in like a 2 ounce or 3 ounce. I think that's only in thicker leathers. But I want to try and get some, because I think that'd be really cool to make a pipe roll out of. And once I really start getting into this stuff, I want to do a few I want to do a few things where I cut patterns in one leather and then glue the face grain underneath of another thin leather, so I get that two-toned pattern coming through, and I think that'd be really cool. Especially if I get like the black and the black on top of that bone white color. I think that'd be really, really slick, really sexy. What do you guys think? I'm also, once I get some more money here and this starts rolling a little bit longer, I'd also like to get a hot press machine where I can do some foil pressing. So just either burn in my my logo, or do a silver or gold or whatever foil stamp onto the leather of my logo. I think that'd be really slick. Yeah. But yeah, wallets and stuff. I think that'll all be fun. Um, and the cool thing is I can do all that stuff. Like I can do the loud work at the shop once all this is over, and then do all of the quiet stuff at home while I'm hanging out with Connor and stuff. Just stitch things up, or while he's sleeping, just quietly stitch things together. I think that'll be very nice. Very also very good use of time. And then Michaela could be sitting there playing Minecraft with her family, and I could just be like, yep, stitching up leather, stitching up leather. Wallets will be cool, and people are always buying wallets too. Could be a nice moneymaker. That's the idea, and especially with this all this these shenanigans going on with the apartment right now, it really makes me want to double down on Knightsmith so we can buy some land and build our own house, because this is just ridiculous. If I owned the place, I could be up there and I could get it fixed real quick. At least get the right stopgap measures in there until it's nice enough where you could do a real fix. This is all just this is just a calamity of half measures that are compounded to put us out during the worst possible time, to put us out of our house. So it's very important that I start making some money and get some good money makers. It's also very important that I get a lot of patrons over on Patreon, and thank you all. Thank you, really big thank you from the bottom of my heart to all of my Patreon supporters. But also I need to get YouTube monetized again, so I need to get what is it? It's 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, which I'm on my way to. But I need to get all this stuff done so that I can get my own house and I can make sure I have a safe place for my family to live. Because no matter where I'm at, I'm going to be at the mercy of somebody else until we own a house and own the property. I'm always going to be at the mercy of somebody else as to the integrity, the safety, the upkeep of any building that we live in. And to me, that is unacceptable. So I definitely need to double down on all this stuff. And I think the wallets would be a good one. Maybe a couple purses, little boutique items. And like I said, I want to make a like a manliness kit that would have a wallet, a dot bag, beard balm, a beard comb. What else would be in there? A straight razor, honing stone. And then I also want to have that that pipe bag, which would come with a Knightsmith pipe and everything but the matches and tobacco. So full, all-inclusive kit. It'll be a little bit of money, but it'll be everything made by Knightsmith, and a guarantee. And you've seen me make these things before. You know who my face is. Words are hard this morning. I don't know why. I've only been here half an hour. I'm stumbling over everything. But I think that would be a really good idea. Um, so it'd probably be like $300 for the pipe kit. You should have a pipe, the bag, pipe tool, some cleaners, and have everything spaced out and weighed out and done. I think that'll be good. And then again, the manliness bag, it'd have a dot bag and all this other stuff. So I think it'd probably be a couple $100. But it'd be a good solid kit, something that the leather work and stuff. If you take care of it, as if it's a good expensive good, which it will be, it'll be something that'll last you the rest of your life. And I do like making things that last that long. I also need to get in contact with Caitlin Dowdy. I forget what her name. What's her channel? The Good Death Lady. Because I want to start making coffins and caskets for people. Once all this, sorry, stepped away. Those are great ideas. Thank you. And that's fine if you have to step away. It's cool. I understand. But I want to start making coffins and caskets. As grim as this is, but if I can do budget coffins and caskets, and Rich, I already have a design worked out. Because I can do them cheaper than I can do them cheaper than most funeral homes can do them. I think usually the cheapest casket's about $2,000, and I believe I can make a budget one for about $500. Nothing fancy. It's all wood. It's all just a pine box basically. For strength and integrity, it's plywood, 3/4 inch plywood bottom. Rope handles. Because I think after all is said and done with all this, I think there's going to be a lot of death and not a lot of money to go around to pay for funerals and stuff. So I want to be able to give people a reason, not a reason, but a way to get out of breaking their banks during these horrible times right now. But I need to get in touch with her so I don't come off as like a death hawk or anything, because I don't want that. I'm not trying to make money off this. I'm trying to give people an affordable way out during a really shitty time where a lot of people try and take advantage. The funeral industry definitely takes advantage of people at their worst times, and I want to try and alleviate some of that for people. So it'll be, completely no frills option for about $500. I can only do that local. I can't ship anything for that price. Not a casket. But yeah, that's one other thing I have to do shortly here. Man, that got dark and depressing. But yeah, Rich, if you really want, I can do you a Mario themed coffin. I went down the wrong pipe. I'm awake now. Ah, boy. Oh, that was not fun. Yeah, buried in style. Oh boy, Rich. But yeah, I want to give people an affordable way out so they don't go into debt to bury a loved one. Because there's nothing worse than that, and I know some people would. So I need to get in touch with her, see where I advertise this. Do I talk to funeral homes directly? Do I just put an ad in the paper? I know one person I was talking to said put an ad next to the obituaries, and that seems both apt and kind of grim. But I mean, making coffins and caskets is a pretty grim thing, I guess. So, but I don't want to be seen as a death hawk, and I think that's the biggest risk I run, because I want to be fun. I want to be family friendly. I want to do projects that are good for people. But if I'm to stick with my model, or not my motto, making the world better, one kerf at a time, well, I can help people out, and I think anytime I can help people out, it is a better world. And I want to give that option to people. Whether or not it ever turns into anything or not is a different story. But that'll be something that that'll be a bridge I have to cross then. But I need to reach out to Caitlin, Dowdy, whatever. Cool thing about this lady, we actually, my wife actually met her when we went to VidCon on our honeymoon, which is really cool. Let me see if I can look her up. I definitely want to give her a shout out. Ask a Mortician. That's her channel. I definitely suggest going over there and educating yourself on what is and isn't required, because it's something that a lot of people don't think about. They don't want to think about until it happens, and if you're unprepared, and most of us are, it's going to cost you a lot of money. You're looking at, on the cheaper side, $5-6 grand if you go into this unprepared, and most likely it's going to be $10,000-$12,000. And I don't know about you, but most people don't have 12 grand lying around. So you need to be educated. You need to be prepared. And yeah. So go over there, check out Ask a Mortician. Like, except in very rare circumstances, your body does not have to be embalmed. Over $7,000 last month for your grandmother. Yeah. And do you have 7 grand lying around? Sometimes people have, prepared for it and stuff. Like my grandparents. Once upon a time, we were rich, and when we were, the family, they actually had the forethought to prepay for a lot of stuff. And that definitely helped out, especially as times got harder, and we lost the business and everything. I was very thankful that they had everything thought out, planned out, and mostly paid for, because we wouldn't have been able to do it otherwise. Yeah. So yeah, you don't have that lying around. No one has that lying around. No one has that kind of money. If you could have taken, $1,500 off that, and gotten a cheaper casket, if you didn't have to get, someone embalmed, to embalm your grandmother, that would have saved you several $100s to $1,000. And that brings that price tag down, 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 down. And I personally believe that funerals are more for the living. It's your way to say goodbye to your loved one, and you want to do them honor, and you want to do them respect. And I believe this about Christmas time as well. There's no going into debt, going broke for someone is not a way to show them that you love them, that you honor them, that you respect them. That is, in my opinion, the exact opposite of what you want to do. So, those are my thoughts on the subject. So I want to give people that way out. I want to give them a source for education, even though I only have a few hundred subscribers. Maybe it'll help some of them out. I'm sure everyone's going to know someone, if not be related to someone who dies because of this whole thing, either from the virus itself or some peripheral reason from this virus over the next several months. So I want to give people that education and give them that option, so they can do things a little bit cheaper, a little bit more affordable, and they can keep their house or whatever else. Yeah, that is awful and that is dark, but we need it. We need it in this time. And, regardless of how you think about it and how you view it, it is something that is going to be necessary in the coming months. I just hope it doesn't become something that defines me or defines Knightsmith. Because I do enjoy doing the projects I do. I do enjoy doing the YouTube stuff, and I want to make a living for my family. But I also don't want to see anyone else's family get bankrupt. And we might be heading down that way. Wow. Okay. Dark and depressing on a Friday. We need something uplifting, guys. So, I'm doing that giveaway tomorrow. Whoop! Knocked off my my thing. So I'm doing that giveaway tomorrow, and yeah, I want to try and get as many people in here as possible, so I can actually do a proper giveaway. I want to have a big, large audience where I'm making this thing for somebody. So let everyone know that plays any sort of game that requires dice. Let all your friends and family know to join in tomorrow. Yes, so Rich doesn't win again. 9 a.m. I'm starting, and I'll do a little opening monologue, and then I'll pop over and build this thing for you guys in real time. My first prototype of a dice tray. So I want to build this. I want to get this done, in real time with you guys, for you guys, so we can have a little bit of fun with it. And like I said, I want to have a proper giveaway. So let everyone know, and the more people, the better. The more fun it will be. Tomorrow, 9 a.m. Dice tray giveaway. Alright, so it's 9:50. I think I'm going to wrap this up. This has been a fun morning, even though the last 20 minutes has been kind of grim. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Huge shout out to all of my patrons over at patreon.com/Knightsmith. I might be changing up some tiers and stuff over there, but I will start using that Patreon lens again, so you guys get a real behind the scenes look of what I'm doing. And I think that'll be very good for them, and yeah. Oh, I need that cup of coffee in a minute. So again, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, and I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow morning. I think it's going to be an absolute blast. So thank you for helping me make this world better, one kerf at a time, and I will see you tomorrow morning, 9 a.m.